Sierra Whiskey 007 calling CQDX.
It was good fun taking the Jaguar up the mountain. I mean, the four-wheel drive is essential up there in places, but the downside is just the state it gets into. So I'll go down to the other garage, or the entrance to it, where I've got the power washer, and we'll give it a good clean up. Alright, ready to rock with the cleaning gear, and just the state of this. Yeah, needs a jolly good clean. Bonjour, hello and welcome to MaxMountainWorld. Today I've just cleaned up the Jag, just that first intro muttering away about it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull all the antenna stuff out, because when I've finished of a day up the mountain or wherever, I just bung it back in after. There's no point in going into detail. I can do that when I get home, when I've got the time and a nicer situation potentially, especially in the dark. Just get everything away and make sure I've not left anything. So ideal opportunity just to show exactly what the setup is with the antennas in the car. So all the stuff in the back, just bail it all out basically. Moxon crossbeam, Moxon wire, coax and bar fittings, toolkit, couple of straps, couple of pieces of insulation for the pipes should I ever need them, just to protect my stuff, other people's stuff, whatever. The Moxon fishing rod, one of the mountain poles, the other two mountain poles, both titanium, bottom one a bit tapered off. Bag of straps, extra strap, extra coax, connections, clips, you name it. So just gonna sort all this stuff up and I'll show you exactly what happens, how it goes back in, so it's easy back out and assembled. So this is what's left in a nightmare of light conditions for filming. Yeah, bag of stuff that might get needed, clips, straps, cable ties, wires, it's all there. More or less the covers are just there to protect everything, stop me damaging up all the interior, and that just covers everything up afterwards and doubles up as a car cover over the front end here. I've got another cover, keeps things out of sight as well, because I have to keep the 60 part of the 60/40 seats folded down, and this is just to protect everything. So I'll just chuck that aside and that'll go over the top afterwards. All the camping gear under there and all sorts of other stuff. So chuck that to one side. You can see in here, this tube, I actually cut it into the sizes you see it here, 2/5, 3/5, and that's just, that was the last delivery of antennas that I took on board. So what I've got is the Antron here with both its top sections. That's the middle piece and the base. You'll see them at the bottom end, all here, all ready to go. And that's the mounting pole that I use for it as well, and the one I used in yesterday's video up the mountain for the Moxon. So I've got the other antennas, the Springer, the Stinger, both on bayonet mounts, the 4-foot fire stick, the 3-foot fire stick, and the 2-foot fire stick all mounted on these because they're very, very rigid antennas. Takes the stress off the mag mount, and any of them can go on there. We've got the stereo up here and the permanent on the small mag mount. And that's the setup with the antennas. So I'm going to just pad it all together. I'll show what happens with that. So the 2 straps that I had out there, they hold everything together. A bit less rattling and things going on, especially with all the covers. And it just fits in nice. I must confess, the mounting pole, I did have to take about that much off it so that it fitted in exact. It's not much to lose on the scale of things. And at the front, a bit of a carpet to protect the upholstery. And it just sits in nice. See if I can get this one right. The cross beam for the muck's on. If I just shove that seat forward, it won't actually stay forward. Not to worry, but it does actually fit nicely in. Got it the wrong way around. Brilliant. When I have it that way around, everything has its place. So because the seat's forward, that fits in. I've got a little towel thing in there next to the umbrella. Again, protects the upholstery. Pull it right back. And everything fits just nice. So everything's back in place. The spare stuff, the cables, the straps and fixings and things, everything's all wrapped away so it doesn't rattle. Not that it's going to rattle on the Jaguar, but it just leaves it just to cover it over. But all these covers and stuff keeps things out of place, and at the same time just keeps the rattle levels down. And the boot is still usable. So that's the setup with the antennas in the back of the car. Interesting comparing them sometimes because they do run off switches, as I've mentioned in a couple of recent videos. Anyway, that's it. Now it's time to put it back away in the garage. Keep it nice and clean for the next outing. Everything's all rock and roll and ready to go. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. Keep subscribing. Until the next video, ciao.